Breaking news coming in from the national capital, where the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Manish Sisodia, has just left his residence and he's expected to address a press conference at noon today, once again in connection to the series of raids that were carried out in different parts of the country yesterday. Those are the visuals of Mr. Sisodia, who's seated in the front seat of the car right next to the driver, leaving his residence early this morning. And Mohit Bhatt, in fact, is reporting live on this particular issue. He will be addressing a press conference, Mr. Sisodia will, at about noon today. Mohit, that was Mr. Sisodia just leaving his residence a short while ago. And of course, questions will be asked about what he is likely to explain at this press conference at 12 o'clock after he struck a defiant tone last night following the conclusion of the searches at his residence.
Well, yes, Manish Sisodia has just left his residence over here. His residence is AB 17 Mathura Road. Yesterday, for almost 14 hours, CBI teams were here, and you can see how the security has been completely beefed up over here by the Delhi police. Now, the cars are not being allowed to come toward this side. That area of the road is being completely barricaded by the Delhi police, given the fact that how yesterday the Aam Aadmi Party workers came over here. They wanted to protest in solidarity with Manish Sisodia, but they were not allowed. They were being detained. Now, Manish Sisodia has left his residence. He did not speak to the media, but what we are getting to know is that at around 12 p.m. he will be addressing a press conference. Now, that will be a very important press conference, given the fact that we'll get to know that what exactly Manish Sisodia has to say on the 14+ hour raid that happened yesterday at his residence. Remember, it was a massive political fight between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Bharatiya Janata Party over the CBI raids at Manish Sisodia's residence, while the Aam Aadmi Party said that it's completely a political vendetta, that the agencies like ED and CBI are being used against Aam Aadmi Party, given the fact that how Arvind Kejriwal is going to Gujarat. He's promising various schemes over there, and AAP is trying to make inroads into Gujarat, and the Aam Aadmi Party claimed that the BJP is scared, while the BJP clearly stated that you need to answer on why exactly the new excise policy was tweaked, why exactly, and the allegations are by the BJP and then particular complaint that why exactly certain licensees were given post-tender benefits, why exactly 144 crore rupees were being waived off from the liquor vendors, and also there is an allegation that cartelization of liquor vendors took place in Delhi post the new excise policy, and then it was taken back. So the massive political fight was going on while the CBI was raiding the residence of Manish Sisodia. I'll show you the scenes around here. Over here, I'll ask my camera person Vivek to follow me. Now, this is the residence of Manish Sisodia. The security is being completely beefed up by the Delhi police. No car is being allowed to come towards this side. The road has been completely barricaded. So this was the place over here yesterday where the car was of Manish Sisodia. It was being thoroughly checked, and some folders were also taken away by the CBI. Manish Sisodia, after CBI went, came in front of the media and said that the CBI is being controlled from the top. And he clearly alleged that the CBI is working as per the directions given by the BJP, and he also stated that he will be continuing to work on the Delhi's education model. And remember, yesterday on the issue of the article on the front page of New York Times where the Delhi education model got published, there was a massive political fight. While the BJP said that it was an advertisement, the Aam Aadmi Party said it was not an advertisement, it was a real story that was being carried, and it talked about Delhi's education model. So the political fight is going on the one side. On the other side, we have that how CBI was here for 14+ hours. They have taken email dumps of Manish Sisodia. Mobile phone of Manish Sisodia was also being taken away by the CBI. This was also being alleged by Manish Sisodia. Now, CBI has made Manish Sisodia accused number one. Not just Manish Sisodia, but various officials of excise department, including the then commissioner of the excise department, are also made as the accused in this particular case. It's also being alleged that the money went also to the excise official, which helped in tweaking the new excise policy and certain rules which benefited the liquor vendors. So the allegations are very serious in nature. Now, it was also being alleged that kickbacks were received by Manish Sisodia, and the money was being received through the close associates of Manish Sisodia, and then it went to the various excise officials, not just in Delhi but in Daman, Diu and in 20 places in total Delhi NCR. The raids were going on yesterday. So as of now, Manish Sisodia has left his residence at 12 p.m. He's scheduled to address a press conference. What we are getting to know is that Manish Sisodia has gone for a government program, and he'll be coming back over here at his residence, and a press conference would be addressed by him. So we have to wait and watch what exactly Manish Sisodia will have to say. But yes, again, the same kind of retort that has been coming from the Aam Aadmi Party is expected to come from the particular PC of Manish Sisodia, that Aam Aadmi Party is doing excellent in the field of education and healthcare in Delhi, Punjab, and now they are going to Gujarat. That is why the agencies are being misused against them. So at around 12:30, the BJP will also address a press conference. So it will be a direct retort to Manish Sisodia's PC. So today we again believe that the allegations and counter allegations will be coming in.
Absolutely, Mohit. Stay with us. We're also being joined Bhavtosh by Bhavtosh on the broadcast for more on this. Bhavtosh, the criticism leveled against Mr. Sisodia in his impromptu press conference yesterday following the conclusion of the raids was that his responses were very generic and not very specific to the allegations leveled against him in the CBI FIR. He'll have a lot of explaining to do this afternoon when he addresses the press conference at his residence.
Yes, Siddhartha. Remember when he in fact tweeted and said that CBI has reached his residence, at that point of time, no one was aware as to what the CBI will say in its FIR, and CBI's FIR in fact was made public at around 4:30 or 5 p.m. And one can say that Manish Sisodia, when he came out and spoke to the media, he might not be aware it's exactly what the CBI has said in its FIR. And by morning, he would have been briefed by his legal team. And at noon, when he will speak to the media, he will obviously will speak on the allegations that have been leveled in the FIR by the CBI. Remember, the allegations are not only on Manish Sisodia directly or indirectly on him, but also on his close aides and associates like Sunny Marwa, and also on Arjun Pandey, because this FIR is not about the excise policy or all about the old excise policy and about the new excise policy. This is about the direct allegations of corruption and about bribery. Now, these are very serious charges. Remember, when the LG in fact leveled the allegations of corruption against Manish Sisodia, it was about the tweaking of the old policy, bringing the new policy, and about the changes that have been made in the cabinet meeting. But this is about direct allegations of corruption. Siddharth, I will just add one more thing, that these allegations of corruption are very similar to what had happened when Anil Deshmukh was arrested first by the Enforcement Directorate and then subsequently by CBI. That close associate of Anil Deshmukh also went and collected bribe money. Yes. These allegations of corruption against Manish Sisodia are very similar in nature, that people who are close to Manish Sisodia were the ones who were in fact going ahead and collecting money, not directly against Manish Sisodia, but people who were close to Manish Sisodia were the ones who were collecting money, and exactly similar to the manner in which Anil Deshmukh was operating. Now, Manish Sisodia at noon would be answering to these very specific allegations that have been leveled in the FIR.
Absolutely, and he'll have to